If you want to lose weight, you're going to succeed at using fasting as a tool to lose weight from day 1 till you get till about day 19. Dr. Mindy here, and on this video, I am going to show you, this is for women, when there is a good time to lose weight and when there will be a time you're going to struggle. So if you're new to my channel, I just want to say welcome. Super excited to have you here. I am a woman on a mission to teach people how to fast. I want to get 1 million people fasting this year. So I'm really excited you're here. Please subscribe, hit the notification button, and you guys that share it out into the world, just always, always grateful for you. Okay, this is a really cool concept that I'm hoping is going to get into your brains after this video, because I want you to love living in the body that you are carrying around with you every single day. And we get thousands of messages from you guys every single day talking about some of the struggles you're seeing with weight loss and fasting. So I've got 5 key points that I'm going to bring to you, really showing you how you can strategize using fasting as a weight loss tool and when you're going to want to back off and not fast so that you can recover and make sure that your body will have a sustained weight loss experience. So sit with me for a second here. Okay. First thing I want you to realize, let's start with the big picture and then I'm going to go into the details. The big picture is that there's a time in your monthly cycle, and postmenopausal women, don't worry, I'm going to come to you in a second. There is a time in your monthly cycle where you're going to drop weight quite easily. And if you've been following me for a while, hopefully you know when that time is, but I'll bring it to you here in a moment. And then there is a time in your cycle where you will struggle to drop weight. So it's based off of your monthly cycle. Now, I know that some of you have a 24-day monthly cycle. I know some of you have a 34-day. Some of you are perimenopause. You have no idea when your cycle is coming and going. But on this video, I just really want to give you some guidelines so you can start to really drop weight effortlessly and ditch the struggle of weight loss. Okay, so stick with me here. The second concept I want you to remember, and this one is, doesn't matter your age. Doesn't matter your age. This one is so massively important. It's called the hormonal hierarchy. And it looks like this. I wrote about it in the menopause reset. I talk about it all the time. But when you're trying to lose weight, this is so important. And it looks like this. Oxytocin is going to have an effect on cortisol. Cortisol is going to have an effect on insulin, and insulin will have an effect on your sex hormones. So remember, when you come to weight loss, when you're using fasting as a tool for weight loss, you are trying to affect insulin. Insulin is the fat storage hormone. So as insulin goes up, your fat storage goes up. If this is a new concept for you, go back and watch some of the other videos I've done on weight loss, because the calorie in, calorie out theory of weight loss is proving continually to be wrong. What we are learning for weight loss is you've got to work on insulin. So this is super important, because those of you who want to muscle your way to weight loss, you want to worry your way to weight loss, you want to stress your way to weight loss, you cannot do that. You have to be mindful that when cortisol goes up, insulin is hard to influence. So that's the second point I want to make. Okay, third point. You talk to any professional athlete. There is always a time for training and there is a time for recovery. So when we come to weight loss, we tend to think, I just want to lose weight. Let me just do whatever I need to do, and let me do it over and over again until it drops, the weight drops. But the body doesn't work like that. It needs some recovery. And if you honor recovery when you're in that period where you're trying to lose weight, you will be more effective. So there's some big mind shifts I want you to have here. You may have to go back and listen to this video again to just let this sink in. When it comes to weight loss, we're going to approach this like an athlete approaches performance. There is a time to train and there is a time to recover. Now, what's really cool is we can use your monthly cycle to know when that time is. And I'm going to be very broad in this explanation right now. So day 1 all the way through about day 18, 19, you can go and do more fasting. You can work on weight loss using fasting as a weight loss tool in the very first part of that cycle. So day 1 all the way till day 19. So in that window of your cycle, your body can handle what we call hormetic stressors really nicely. Now, if you've heard me talk about the fasting circle or the fasting circle that we're teaching in my academy, you're going to say, but wait, I thought there was a middle period during ovulation that I needed to mind. For this video, I'm giving you the big picture. If you want to lose weight, you're going to succeed at using fasting as a tool to lose weight from day 1 till you get till about day 19. Now, there's one little window in there. For those of you who are in the academy and you're following the fasting circle, there's one little window that I want you to be aware of, which is day 10 to day 15. I would just mind your fast. Don't go into a 24-hour fast in that little window. But for the most part, fasting will just do wonders for your metabolism from day 1 through day 19. Day 10 to day 15, just keep it around 15 hours of fasting. Okay, so now we have that all clear. Now, here's where the recovery comes in. The recovery comes in at day 20. This is when your body's starting to make progesterone. Progesterone does not like cortisol spikes. So you do not want to be in a part of your life where you're restricting food, because in that moment of restricting food or overdoing exercise, you are spiking cortisol. And when cortisol goes up, progesterone goes down. And now once you've created that scenario, you're going to throw all of your hormones off. Now, some of you might have been listening to this and you're like, okay, well, I don't care. I just want to lose weight. I don't care about my other hormones. And I care about them, you should care about them, and eventually, if you don't care about them, you will get stuck with your weight loss efforts. So remember, we're gonna have a training period, day 1 through day 19, around there. Some of you are gonna be a little earlier, but I'm giving broad ideas. Day 20, we're not gonna fast, and we're gonna go into some recovery foods. Okay, that leads me to my 4th point here. What does a recovery look like? Recovery when you're trying to make progesterone does not look like sit on the couch and eat a tub of ice cream. That's not going to help you with your weight loss efforts. But it does look like at day 20, just you're going to fast less. You're going to not fast more than what your body is used to. So if you're used to like 13 hours, let's keep it there. If you're listening and you're like, but I'm used to 24 hours. Doesn't matter. I want you to bring down your fasting to about 13 hours, or don't fast at all. Maybe eat breakfast. Mix up your eating style. And at that point, what I want you to be eating are foods that will raise progesterone. So what you're doing to your body is you're telling your body, we're safe. We're okay. And when you tell your body it's safe, then it will, when you come back to day 1, is going to want to lose weight again. When your body thinks it's running from a tiger, it doesn't want to reproduce, it doesn't want to grow you beautiful, lush hair, it doesn't want to calm your mind, and it doesn't want you to lose weight. It has no incentive because it thinks you are running from a tiger. So that week before your cycle, we need to keep cortisol down, we need to bring progesterone up, and we do that by 13 hours fast max if you're used to it, and hormone building foods like the beans, the squashes, everything I've talked about here. You're also going to shift your workouts. So go more into the yoga, less into the cardio, and you're going to think of that time period, or more walks, more gentle. I really want you to look at the week before your period. I really want you to look at it as recovery. And then when day 1 hits, we can go back to fasting for weight loss. So super important, and I can't emphasize this enough because I don't want you to be frustrated with weight loss and fasting. I want you to be really skilled at this. If you are wanting to learn how to use fasting as a weight loss tool, specifically around making sure your hormones stay intact, join me in my next July Fat Burner Reset. We are going to take a 15-day experience where I am bringing you all my favorite weight loss tools. So would love to have you join me and my other Academy members on that journey. Just put Fat Burner Reset in the comments, and I'll make sure that they send you a link. Last thing, if you are like listening to this and you're like, oh my God, this woman's crazy. What is she talking about? What do you mean I have to do things differently with my cycle? Then you need to go and see the video where I have several videos, but the one about how women should be fasting. So I will put a link in it here. Make sure that you guys get it. I've done a ton of videos on women and fasting, but I want you to know how you should be fasting. I have another great video called Why Everyone Should Be Fasting. So I'm a big fan of fasting. And as always, don't give up on yourself. Just keep working the principles. Hope it helps.